Today, we are debuting and reviewing Invincible. It is Amazon Prime's latest superhero coming-of-age story. We've both finished it, and this is our spoiler review.
All right, man. I have a true blast from the past. You know, this is going to take you back. I mean, way back to the OG Layman's Review. And please excuse us. It's horrifying.
It is.
But this was a hidden treat that you brought upon me, and it was just right after we started talking about.
The name is.
And that was what we used to kick off our show, our what you're watching here today. And
it'll always have a special place in my heart.
It will, and it was fantastic.
It was a great show.
I don't know how else to put that because, I mean, I've been waiting year after year after year, it feels like at this point, for season 2. But we got a little tidbit with the story of Adam Eve, which of character, like, you didn't really take, we enjoyed her in season 1 for sure. She's very powerful at that. Not thinking that, she deserved a backstory and a little bit of extra push. It's all not about, Omni-Man and the Clan.
If we were going to get a backstory of anybody, like an origin story, I would have wanted it to be her.
Absolutely.
Because of the relationship with Mark Grayson.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was there, and she was, like, superhero girl, and then, like, I didn't think, like, going into it, let's say the first couple minutes, it's an hour, so it's just a long episode.
Yep.
I was like, I'm not going to really enjoy this. By the end of it, legit,
it ended.
Enjoyed it.
Yep.
I thought it was so cool, like, so it started off with a pregnant woman we didn't know, and a doctor, obviously strange and deranged, that was running away with the pregnant woman and, things they were after him, and blah, 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 government conspiracies and all that. Which, part of me, while I was watching this, kind of believed that this is actually happening. I believe there's somewhere in our system that we're trying to generate superheroes because...
Like clones.
Sort of.
With, like, abilities.
Superpowers. Superhumans.
Yeah.
Basically like Captain America, but not. We're just like the boys. Like, that would be a good
literally
reference.
just about to say, this episode reminded me of the boys.
Yep. It's science-based.
Yes.
She was created
Yep.
and, thankfully given to a not-so-loving family. I expected better for a family that literally thought they lost their baby. They got given a gift from the Lord above. And you got this baby, and the father is a piece of shit. Like, let's just put it plain and simple. He's just a piece of shit.
It's very clear that in society, in Invincible, there are some folks that just want normal kids.
I guess because the wrong kids exist.
Exactly.
Let's say it that way.
Yeah, because like the special is kind of like special, right?
Right.
And they just want a normal child.
The neighbors are talking about her.
That desire, but you don't get it, so you got to make the best of what you got. I also thought that like she was put in a situation. Eve was put in a situation where she was like, "It's a lose-lose at home."
Yes.
And she also
she's brilliant
with the doctor,
in her own way.
I have to go watch it again because I don't remember if Lance Riddick,
I know,
rest in peace,
was like the government official with the
did
flag
he clone
on.
the doctor, and that's why the other one had like the eye patch because he fired him because he couldn't make them because he ran away.
The other one ran.
The original doctor ran because
I don't think it was
he
a
had
clone.
a moral issue with
trying
to do this to these humans,
ripping the baby out of the womb and trying to create a government weapon.
And I like the fact that at the end she had to fight her brothers.
Which
her
it
siblings.
took me, because like we saw the clip of the second generation of her that was like falling apart on the table, like as a young kid.
Yes, yeah.
And then like obviously I didn't think that it was at the same time period we were seeing her as a young girl. So like when it all came together and at the end of the day, her powers are badass.
I literally was just thinking,
I couldn't imagine
I would
having
take that in a heartbeat. My
what,
God,
what a treat
what
that would be.
What can't you do?
Yeah, you can't modify humans or animals, but she did.
Yep.
So, because she broke that subconscious block that the doctor had put in. Because she had mentioned in the show that she fell in love and had this family because her mother was still kept alive by, I don't know what, like the tubes in the water. Apparently that's breathable water. But she was still alive, pumping out her siblings. They all had the same color hair. They all had the same, like, everything. Except they didn't get it quite right. They were just melting apart.
What's the guy in X-Men with metal?
Oh, Magneto?
Magneto. Thank you. She's Magneto with organisms.
Basically, yes. you
Anything.
could
It's like it doesn't
make
have to
it
be
whatever
metal.
you
It
want.
can be that. It can be this.
Well,
It
she
can
was
be that.
making. First off, I meant to make you the sandwich from the show, and I forgot to bring that. I'm so sorry.
Well, now I'm pissed off because I want a sandwich.
The cream cheese and olive sandwich.
God, Jesus.
What a horrifying
Yeah.
creation that mother was forcing. Like that's another thing. Unless at one point
I'd
she
run
was
away.
like, you know what? Hey, Mom, can you make me a cream cheese? No, ma'am, I cannot.
Yeah, I'm saying no to that request.
But I want to try. Yeah, you don't.
No, you
though.
don't. No, you
I
don't.
get it. You're not eating an inch thick of cream cheese with some green
What if
olives
it's
in
somehow
it.
secretly this thing that we just haven't been able to put our brains together yet? We need to try it because then we're like, oh my God.
You know what?
It's fantastic.
When we come back in November,
No, don't say it.
when we're gonna eat it.
Ah!
I will make it. and We'll eat a half of it right here. Yeah, prepare yourself. And I'm talking to them briny.
Oh, God, I think olives are the
I like a
grossest
black
thing.
olive now.
Oh,
But
God, they're so
she
gross.
made it into a delicious hamburger because she could molecular convert that to tasty. And I was blown, not blown away. This episode was good. Finally it gave the the tease that we've wanted.
We
for
wanted
so
more of
long.
the universe.
We did.
And if we were going to get backstory of anybody in the universe, I would want it to be Eve. So I'm glad we got it.
Yep.
The little tidbit at the end, there is a post-credit scene about meanwhile with Mark Grayson.
Yes, yes.
I felt like that scene added absolutely nothing
Well,
to the context.
it did.
So what did I miss?
The idea behind that wasn't to really focus on Mark Grayson. It was to focus on Omni-Man. Because that
About his
anger
internal battle.
It wasn't first off, she told the strongest man on this planet
Yeah.
to finish dinner. Excuse me? What?
Oh, okay, so it was
He
just... So
you
it's a
saw
way
the
to remind
hatred.
you...
He's hated them and wanted nothing to do
Like
with them
animals.
because if he
Yeah.
did not get his powers,
Mark.
Omni-Man would have probably killed them all, both of them.
So you think by him getting his powers, it might have saved her life too?
It did.
Yeah.
But then obviously we know
But
what
did you
happened.
see him
and-
check out of it though? He was there and then he just checked out.
Yep.
He was like, "Nope, I'm not going to do that
because it's not
I'm
there
gonna
yet.
wait some
Because he
long."
still has the potential to get his powers.
I
He's
don't
a
know.
kid. Obviously, Omni-Man's not a
So
good father.
here's the bad part: we get 4 episodes, and then we have zero knowledge of when.
Yeah,
we get
I didn't
anything
understand
else.
what
And I know the writer's strike's
where
going
that came
on.
from. But if so, you're telling. So I want to believe that if the writer's strike and all that going on in Hollywood wasn't happening, we would get the whole season.
What I'm imagining is yes. I
Oh,
could be
okay.
wrong and off base, and it's literally structured this way on purpose.
Yeah.
I can't imagine why it would be that way because it's maddening.
And it's been years.
Yeah, yes, that's the reason
For
why
4
I
episodes?
believe that this has something to do with it. You wouldn't go on years of a break and then go, by the way, when we come back, you're going to get one special of an hour and 4 episodes, and then we'll let you know when you get anything
Yeah,
else.
see us back in
Doesn't
3
make any
years.
sense. Because of how popular the show is and how well received it was, you'd think they would be incentivized to get to work and get the second season out right away.
Right.
I'm thinking it has something to do with it.
But
And
here's the thing,
if
you're
I
gonna
used
lose
the internet,
fans.
I'd probably find out that was
You're going to
exactly
lose fans. If our nightmare structure that he just laid out for us, if that 4 episode and then it's like, hey, we'll be back. We'll see you when you see you.
Early 2024 is what we're told. Early
Okay.
2024.
Okay. I'm fine with that because look, at the end of the day, you're bringing out November, which most things in the world take a pause around there for, November, December because a lot goes on in that time frame.
Yeah.
So then if you're coming out January, let's say February, ain't nothing going on in that month. Let's bring it out. Let's finish her up.
Well, we'll find out. I don't know what they're going to do, but because we don't have a release date.
Right.
We get 4 episodes when it comes here, and then that's what we get. So I'm hoping by the end of the 4th episode, it at least gives us enough to feel like we'll wait for the
Like it was
rest.
like a closed 4 episode
Yeah.
story. And right now I'm interested in where Grayson is at this point.
So if
and-
we ranked this on the board, which we're not because it's just an episode.
Yeah,
It's a
I
real
don't wanna-
movie. What would you give it?
Oh, I think story wise, something, and I was just interested in the universe. So you're going to get the fan portion. It's an A. I'd give it an A.
I was going to give it a high B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was was it necessary? No. Was it groundbreaking? No. But was it something that I was interested to watch? And
And
I
it fleshed out the universe.
Yes, I was thoroughly excited because, you got to see it isn't just here, things are happening.
Right.
you got to see we'll call them the Defenders of the Globe. If I'm right or wrong, we'll know.
It's something like that.
Yeah, so we got to see that, that was exciting because they died in the
Very
first
quick.
season.
I thought the same thing. Oh, we got a little bit of,
Yep.
but it was one
Because it was
scene.
back in time,
It was
though.
one scene. Then they weren't a part of the movie the
It's
rest
fine.
of the
It
way,
wasn't even a
so-
movie. They were there for...
I keep calling it a movie.
Yeah, you do.
It's a
It was
long
there
episode.
for 5 minutes of a
Long episode.
50-minute episode.
Yeah.
I don't know. So it was a good piece. But as for a set about Adam, Eve,
It was well done.
thumbs up.
Yeah, it was
Thoroughly
well done.
thumbs up.
And we're gonna wait for another
Couple months.
couple months before we get 4 episodes.
And then we'll be back.
And yeah, I'm excited for the season
I am.
because like it does have a special place for me, and
And
we
it's
loved
great.
it so much.
Like, it's good.
And yes, I'm very
Kirkman
much looking forward to this.
did a great job.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know what else to say.
Yeah,
But
so
we'll
guys,
catch you next time.
come see us in November when the season rolls out, and don't cringe too hard at what our first video was, because God, it was bad.
We will be doing the same cringing.
Yeah, we've never gotten
It's
better.
too bright. It's off. Right, I know.
We'll see you guys next time.